Yes. Hi, guys. Welcome to the show again. And this is the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show where we trade it and we do not gamble it. This is another live show. Like I said yesterday, we're going to be doing this from now on. And if you guys prefer the pre-recorded or this live, let me know in the comment section. And while we're live, you can chat with me. You can tell me what you want, and I feel like this is going to be great. All right, my name is Ahmed Elad Magic Kazim, aka KC the Great, and this is the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show where we trade it and we do not gamble it. And let's move into the business of the day. This is Crypto 101, of course, the home of value and good information when it comes to cryptocurrency, trading, and investment. And if you've not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, like, and share. And do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you always get all this juicy content that we have for you on this great platform. All right, it's 10 a.m. from the part of Africa this morning, and today is Tuesday, 23rd of September 2025, and I will be hosting you this morning on this great show, the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show, where we trade it and we do not gamble it. Please destroy the like button so our video can reach larger audience. And on the show, as you know, we're going to be taking a look at the cryptocurrency market cap. We're going to be taking a look at the event of the day. We're going to be taking a look at some news that are making waves. Also, we're going to be taking a look at the chart analysis and also knowing what the fear index is all about. So all these and more are what we're going to be sharing on this great platform, and I know you do not want to miss that. All right, let's get back to the show and see what is going on. Is this still recording? Okay, I think it's still recording because this is live and I want you guys to always get everything that I'm giving out on this great platform. All right, without wasting our time, let's dive into the business of the day. Like you all know on the show, the first thing we do is to take a look at the news, you understand, to first inform ourselves with what is going on the news, you understand, because that is when we know what we need to prepare ourselves for with the event of the day. Then we know what the chart and everything is going to look like. And before we go for that, let me share the link with people out there so they can join us too and be part of this great live show. Okay, let's do that quickly. Let's do that quickly. So let me post that in the group, and if you're not in the Telegram group, the links is down in the description. You might want to join the group where we share some information regarding day trading and all of that. And talking about day trading, I'm launching my show I'm launching a live trading challenge on the 1st of October this year. That is next month, 1st of October next month. You do not want to miss that. You do not want to miss that. Okay? You do not want to miss that. I'm just trying to share the links before we continue. Let me just quickly share the links so people can join us on this great show as well. We have a lot to discuss this morning, so much to discuss, and I cannot wait for us to get into it together. I have a lot to talk about regarding the Bitcoin that is dropping. If you've been I told you we need to be careful. I think that was last week. I told you guys you need to be careful, and you need to be careful with what is going on, you know. So let's send this so people can join the show. Yeah, people can join the show. Let's put it down there. Yeah, that is on Twitter. Let's see on Facebook. I think on Facebook is really slow. Is really slow on Facebook. Let's see if we can copy the link and paste it ourselves, then we can use it to post it on Facebook so people can join us as we are live discussing what really matters on the show. Okay, I think we've posted it on Facebook as well, so we're good to go. What's up, tribes? I call my follower tribes. There's a reason why I do that, because I like to call my people tribes. You know, it's crypto being, then we have the bean tribes. That is the bean followers, the bean culture. That means we are together. We are what? We are together. Yeah, let's share that so people can join the live right now. All right, since we've done that, let's get back to the show without wasting our time. Yes, we've shared the links. Tell everyone to join so you can be part of this greatness that is happening on this great show. All right, without wasting our time, let's dive into what the business of the day. We're going to start with the news, of course, to share news of what is going on in the market. You can see BTC is still a buy. If you watched the show yesterday, I said you can only get out of BTC if it breaks 110,000 US dollars. But we're still going to come back to the chart analysis shortly. Let's first go into the news and know what is really going on regarding all what we are seeing on the news. And now the first news is that you can see right now that crypto prediction, Shiba Inu to hit 2025's bottom, XRP hope for $3 recovery to not be lost, and Bitcoin not losing $100,000 yet. Market not showing any strength out there as multiple assets are getting closer to their bottom, and I feel we can see that. And the main issue is, I told you guys last week when we were expecting the Fed rate cut, I said we need to be careful with all this hype and all of that. And what I said was 100%, because you see after the Fed rate cut, nothing really happened. All right, let's check another news, and this one is Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index signal fear as what? As price falls to 112,000. You can see price falls to 112,000. Still talking about Bitcoin, we can see right here now that Bitcoin market just away from another red September. Crypto market plunges almost 4% as Bitcoin tests its 112,000 support mark and Ethereum loses steam. Is the red September cause alive? Like I said, if you've been watching the show, I told you guys that the whole FOMO and everything that was happening with the rate cut is just going to mislead a lot of people. And if you watch my show, I said because the rate cuts that was going to happen, if it's not more than what we were expecting, nothing is going to happen. But if the rate cut was like 75-50, that was going to be great. But we saw 25 basis points, what a lot of people were expecting, and that is why we saw what is going on in the market. Another news on the radar now is how Bitcoin options traders are optioning amid the crypto market riot. Experts note that options traders are pricing in further downside this month, even after largest long liquidation event we saw yesterday. And you could see what happened yesterday. The market tanked from around 115 down to 111 thereabout, then recovered to 112,000 that we're seeing right now. But we're going to discuss more about the chart analysis shortly. Don't go nowhere. We'll discuss about that. Now let's take a look at more news on the radar to see what other news we need to take a look at. And if you look at these now, you'll see we have XRP forms downtrend channel after ETF sell off. Next target is now 2.75, excuse me. Institutional sell-off overwhelms early XRP optimism, leaving XRP range bound near 2.83 US dollars. Technical breakdown signals flashing. And if you know, XRP Ripple's been doing a lot, but nothing has really been happening with them in a long run. Also, if you look at another news, you'll find out that analysts now predict that we might have a massive October rally despite this week market riot. Crypto analysts remain confident that market will continue to climb in October for the rest of the year despite this week's leverage flash out. But the truth is we need to be careful because we need to follow whatever the chart is showing now. All right, let's go to another news. And good news now, we saw Whale address open massive ETH long and added about 3,372 ETH worth 14.13 million US dollar as price it 4,000 US dollar. And speaking of ETH, we are still definitely going to discuss more about that today on the show because I believe ETH is looking strong. But I told you we have the floor where ETH must not break. If we should break that floor, possibility of us holding on to the continuation rally is not going to be possible. All right, let's move on and get done with the news. You can see now another good news regarding altcoins. Trader opens largest AVAX long on Hyperliquid with 21 million US dollars and position now showing about 1.4 million US dollars unrealized profit after 10% rally. That is a great news for altcoins, especially AVAX right there. Also, if you look at good news, and this is from the Trump family, you see now that Trump family backed World Liberty Financials soon launch debit card, and we've been seeing what they've been doing. They said World Liberty said he had signed a memorandum of understanding with South Korea exchange Bithumb to explore business opportunities, though details of the tie-up remain unclear. And speaking of another country with another country, we now have United States and UK unite to tackle crypto market challenges, and the agreement was reached during the talk in Downing Street between UK Chancellor and Rachel Reeves and US Treasury Secretary, we're talking about Scott Bessent, just ahead of President Donald Trump's visit to the States. That means visit to Britain. So that's what I have for you on the news this morning. If you're just joining the show, this is Crypto Bin 101, the home of value and good information when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and investment. And if you've not subscribed to the show, please subscribe, like, and share. And do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you'll be part of the greatness that is happening on this platform. Also, you can follow me on X for more news. You can follow me on Facebook for some nugget that I drop, and also on TikTok and on Instagram. And if you've not seen this video, this is the video that I dropped yesterday to show you that I'll be launching my token $100 really on to 1 million US dollars October this year. So you might want to check that out as well. All right, let's continue with the show, and now we're going to move on to the market segment to know the segment where we know what the cryptocurrency market cap looks like and what the event of the day also looks like. All right, let's see what the event of the day looks like. You'll see yesterday we did not have so much events happening, but today we're going to be expecting great news. You can see it's all red. We're going to be looking for German flash PMI to come out. We're going to be waiting for flash PMI to come out in Great Britain as well. But the most important news is going to come up at 3:45 SAST time. That is 1:45 GMT. We're going to be expecting the flash manufacturing PMI and service PMI to come out, and also at 3:50 SAST time, or at 2:50 GMT. No, 1:50 GMT, we'll be expecting Donald Trump to speak. That is United States President. And the most important news is going to be at 6:35 p.m. SAST and 8:15 p.m. SAST. While in GMT is going to be 4:35 GMT and 6:15 GMT. We're going to be expecting Fed Powell speak. We know last week we had the rate cut and nothing really happened in the market because nobody was expecting, everyone was expecting 25. We were waiting, maybe we're going to see 50 or 75, then the market was going to shoot up. So these are what we should be expecting when it comes to the market events of the day that we need to wait for. So now let's check what is going on with the cryptocurrency market cap. And if you look at the cryptocurrency market cap right now, you see that we are now sitting on almost 4 trillion US dollars. We've broken about 4 trillion US dollars before, but right now we are now close to it back, and you can see volume that happened within 24 hours is almost 200 billion US dollars. You can see the trending token right there. We have Hyperliquid and we have Astro trending. Also, we have the top gainers right there, which is AI Companions, AI Hunters, and Dream. But let's take a look at the top 10 cryptocurrency market cap on the market. And if you look at this, you'll see we have Bitcoin sitting at number 1, Ethereum at number 2, XRP at number 4, while Theta is number 3. BNB, we all know BNB crossed 1,000 US dollars max milestone and is still trading at $1,003 right now. BNB at number 5, Solana at number 6, and USDC sitting at number 7. Dogecoin is now at number 8. Lido Stake at number 9, Tron is sitting at number 10, and the likes of Cardona, Avalanche, Chainlink, Hyperliquid, Sui, Stellar are now below top 10. If you are interested in knowing where your cryptocurrency market stand on the market, you might want to check it out on CoinGecko.com to know what the rank your token is sitting on. All right, I haven't checked what the cryptocurrency market cap and the event of the day looks like. Let's now dive into the chart analysis where we're going to discuss the real deal of the day, and that is for people that are trading all these coins as investors and as portfolio. If you are interested in day live trading, you might want to join my Telegram channel. The links it's down in the description. That is where you get free signals to trade and also get free educational content. But for this analysis is for us to know if we should close some of the project we are holding on our portfolio or we should add more. But remember, this is not financial advice in any way. It's just for entertainment and educational purpose. Make sure you do your own research before you put your money or invest in any project, and always trade with the money you can afford to lose. All right, let's get into the chart analysis and see what is going on. You can see yesterday I told you BTC is still a buy. If you watched the show yesterday, BTC is still a buy, and right now BTC also is still a buy. Although we have a structure that was broken, we have a double top right there. But if you're an investor and you're holding on to Bitcoin, you need to wait for Bitcoin to break below, I think, 106 thereabout. But to be safe, I'll see if it breaks 110,000 US dollars, I can say it is safe to leave the market, because if it should break below that place, that is when we have the core weekly candle that is going to break above. So you need to close or get out of the market if the Bitcoin should break below 110,000 US dollars. But the main floor we'll be looking at is this 106. So if you can hold on to above this 110,000, that means the market is still a buy. You can see I make it green because that is when the market needs to break before it can turn to red. So Bitcoin is still a buy right now. If you're holding on to BTC, you might want to still leave it alone. Let's see if it's going to break 110. If it breaks 110, then you can get out of BTC. So that's that on Bitcoin. Let's take a look at ETH. Ethereum has now broken the what? It has now broken the structure. You can see the structure right there. Ethereum has now broken the structure, and for it to have broken the structure, it shows we might see the market pulling down to this 3,300. But do we need to sell right now? No, because this is just a structure that the weekly candle is breaking below. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait to see how far this weekly candle is going to finish. If this weekly candle should finish up to this point around 4,000 US dollar, then next week we have another candle breaking it, then we need to leave the market. Then we need to leave ETH alone. But for now, we can just hold on to our position and see if it's going to break below 4,000 at the end of the week. Then next week, we're going to see if it's going to break below the previous weekly candle. If that should happen, then I'm not going to lie to you, we'll consider leaving ETH and wait for another signal to buy. All right, let's take a look at Link. This is Chainlink, and Chainlink has broken the I've told you before for like 3 weeks now. You can see this is when I tell you to get out of Chainlink. That was 18th of October. You can see that this thing is green, because the reason why it's green is red, sorry, excuse me, is red because I already told you guys to leave the market here, because this is what we call a kicker. We had a kicker on the 25th of October when we broke below this, and now I told you guys we can only buy back if we break above $25, and you can see we were unable to break above $25, and that's why you see the market is falling down. So for Link, please stay away from Link right now, except you want to short it. But if you're an investor or you're a holder that you do spot trading and you buy and hold in your portfolio, please don't hold Link right now, because these might push down to around $15, and maybe we're going to see a buy there. But if we see a pushback and we'll break above this $25, then yes, I can say we can get back into uh, link. All right, let's take a look at Avalanche. Avalanche also has created a structure and it has broken the structure on the weekly candle. You can see it right there. So we need to stay away from Avalanche as well. You can see it's red. Let's take a look at Solana. Solana is still a buy, and we only leave Solana if Solana should break below let's say $200 or this $185. That is when we can be scared or we can be concerned about Solana. Let's take a look at let's take a look at B&B. We all know B&B crossed $1,000 milestone, and I told you guys, please and please don't FOMO in, because B&B has now reached $1,000. Doesn't mean you're gonna buy, because you might be buying it at the top. You understand? You might be buying it at the top. Let it push back already, except if you're buying it at that price, even though it pushed back to around 700 or 800, you're not going to sell. That will be better. But for you not to give yourself pressure, just hold on. Let's see another structure or a pull back down to 850 or 700 thereabout, then we can get back on the trend. But for right now, B&B is still a buy, and if you're holding it from this place when I told you to buy around 600-700, I think you can still hold it. Where you need to leave the market is around 900. All right, let's take a look at LTC, which is Litecoin. Litecoin has created a structure and has broken the structure like Ethereum as well. But do we need to sell Litecoin? No. We're not going to sell. We need to wait for this week to finish and see if next week is going to break below the week candle. So for now, we can still hold on to Litecoin a bit and see if it's going to recover. But if you feel like you want to get out of the market and wait for it when it comes down to around $80 to buy, you can do that as well. But I don't want you to miss the pump if it start pumping up, because the structure broken is not confirmed yet. All right, let's take a look at SUI. If you look at SUI has created a structure, broken the structure, and to me, I'm not gonna lie, I can tell you that SUI might be a 50-50, because this was a structure. We broke the structure, then we have the next week break it before it shoot up, then it's coming down. So SUI will perfectly be a buy if it cross above 3.9 or $4. I'll confidently say if it cross above $4, that is when we can get on SUI. All right, let's take a look at another token. Remember, this is not financial advice. It's just for educational purpose and entertainment. Make sure you do your own research before you invest or put your money on any project. All right, let's take a look at AVAX. We can see Avalanche is still a buy. Avalanche is still a buy. I told you yesterday that we need to close our trade if Avalanche should break below $28, and it's still a buy. So Avalanche is still a buy. Let's take a look at ADA. ADA also is forming a structure, but it has not broken down the structure. We can still hold on to ADA. Let's take a look at XRP. XRP, the same thing. We can still hold on to our XRP until we break this green side. Let's take a look at TON. TON is not a buy. Please stay away from TON. TON is not a buy. Stay away from TON. TON is not a buy. You can see what is going on with TON. He even created a structure. We have a structure for TON. You can see it right there. Here is the structure, and it broke the structure. So TON right now is not a buy. I'm not going to expect anyone to be holding on to TON network, except you're a daily trader that you trade in and out, that is moving. And if you want to learn about day trading and all of that, join my Telegram channel. The links is down in the description, and you can get free signal for day trading. But for trading, spot trading, and holding all this coin in your portfolio is what we're talking about right now. Please stay away from TON. It's not a buy. All right, let's check Ondo. Ondo is still a buy. Ondo is still a buy because we had a kicker right here, but we have a structure again, and it shows it's still a buy until Ondo breaks down below 0.85. That is when I can sell we should get out of Ondo. So Ondo is still a buy. So that's that about Bitcoin and altcoin. Let's now check what the meme coins is all about, and we're going to start with Dogecoin. If you look at Dogecoin, Dogecoin has created a structure and it's been giving us a higher high, higher low on a weekly time frame, and we're still going to hold on to this our low right here. So until Dogecoin destroy this low, that is when we can get out of Dogecoin, which is 0.18. So to me, Dogecoin is still a buy. You can hold on to Dogecoin. Dogecoin is still a buy. All right, let's take a look at Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu, of course, is still a buy. You can see Shiba Inu is still a buy, holding on to that floor. It has not broken below it. Let's check Trump coin, because we had a great news about Trump coin, but there's nothing to write about the Liberty Financial news we had about them. So Trump coin, it's still a sell. Please stay away from Trump coin. It's not a buy yet. Let me even put our signal right there. Trump coin is not a buy, it's still a sell. The sell was from there. Yeah, Trump coin is still a sell, so you might want to stay away from that meme coin. Let's take a look at Pepe. Pepe is still a buy. He has not broken the floor, so we need to get out of Pepe if it breaks 0.0000912 thereabout. So I think most of the altcoins are looking good, but most of the meme coins are still close to the floor, and they might hit the floor anytime. So we need to be careful if you're holding on to all those positions. But like I said, Bitcoin is looking good, even though we are seeing a pullback. You can see the dominance. The dominance is moving back up. You understand, it's now at 58.4, and you can see we have not been able to break this floor right here. So we can still hold on to our Bitcoin position as long it has not broken $106,000, and ETH also, as long as we're maintaining this price above 4,000 US dollars, I think we can still hold on to ETH. Remember, this is not financial advice, it's just for educational purpose and entertainment. Make sure you do your own research before you invest in any token or trade any price. And if you're just joining the show, this is the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show, where we trade it and we do not gamble it. We come live every morning 10 a.m. SAST time, that is 8 a.m. GMT time, depends on your time zone, so you can always get the juicy content that we drop for you. And I will be launching, if you've not subscribed, of course, please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe, like, and share, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you can always be part of who get all the juicy content we drop. And also follow me on X, on Facebook, on TikTok, and on X to get much of the stuff I have for you. And yesterday I dropped my advert for the challenge I'll be starting 1st of October. I'll start a live challenge trading $100 to $1 million over a period of time, and I pray God help us. Not financial advice, just for education purposes and entertainment. And if you are interested in that, you might want to join the X community, where we are discussing how we're going to launch the token on pump.fun and do all of that, and you're going to benefit more. All right, let's take a look at what the fear and greed index looks like this morning. If you look at the fear and greed index, you see we are still sitting on neutral. The fear and greed index is still sitting neutral, and now it's fear. Yesterday was fear, last week was neutral, and last month is now shifting into neutral, and that is what the whole thing is looking like. So if you have any other token or anything or any idea you want me to put on this live show, please and please, you can comment in the comment section, you can DM me, you can just me, because this live show is going to be daily and we'll be enjoying it together. So that's what I have for you on the show this morning. If you've not subscribed, hit the like button, subscribe, like, and share, and let's build this thing together. Like I said, we don't know what is going to happen. The bull run might be over. The bull run might still be going to happen a little bit, but please and please do not follow the naysayer. Don't follow the influencers, whatever. Make sure we look at the chart. We discuss whatever the chart is telling us. You can see last week I told you guys with the Fed rate we might not see anything great happen, and exactly what happened was what I said. All right, thanks for joining me on this live show this morning. My name still remains the same. Ahmed Oladmeji Kazim, aka KC the Great, and I'll see you tomorrow morning again live, where we discuss what matters in the crypto space, in the crypto community together, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow. All right, until I catch you, it's peace out.